Добрый день, коллеги. Bolokhov Иван, компания
Hello, cognitive system, linguistic process, brain to NLP. Today, 1/3 of artificial intelligence systems are related with understanding of human language. These are voice assistants, chatbots, smart search, and text analytics systems. And all of them, for correct operations, they need to have language processor to transfer human language into machine format. Without this, they cannot work correctly, and development of such CPU is a very labor-intensive activity. Considering deficit of specialists in the market, it's not profitable in most of the cases. Having the experience of solving these problems, we came to the conclusion that usage of complete CPU allows NLP and system integrators by 50% reduce their costs for the development of the AI systems. Basically, the CPU does the half of their job, and you just have to build a proper model on it. Making a simple analogy, text data represents oil. It's a valuable resource, but you cannot fill your tank with it. Our CPU transfers the oil into the gasoline, and you can feed it to the AI system. Speaking about technological advantages, we are not competing with other companies for the percentage of quality, because our quality is comparable. Our main advantage is in the universality of the solution. We have the best models integrated into this processor. And also, brain to NLP is optimized for processing of big textual volumes by multi-flow extrapolation and control of process load controller. We have adopted the version of the product for the operating system Astra Linux, which today is very important for state public structures. In addition to that, our product can work fully autonomously without getting connected to the internet for those who don't want to give their data outside. As a case of our product, I will make a promo bot that works in Perm Multifunctional Center, provides consulting to the users, and saves 103 minutes of work time of every employee a day. The NLP solutions market in Russia today is approximately 4 billion rubles and grows with a speed 35% a year. Our clients, we see, first of all, system integrators in 3 spheres: medium and large business, which uses CRM and NLP systems, medical organizations, and public structures. According to our assessment, integrators take approximately 50% of the total NLP solution market, which makes this segment very attractive to us. While we're not closing the doors to work with end clients and from other spheres. Market leaders are separated into 3 categories: open source projects. These are enterprise solutions of big companies developing technologies for themselves and not selling them to the market, and product solutions, amongst which we see our main competitors. The core of our business model is license payments, which is 2 million rubles a year and is being supplied in a turnkey by data tagging, model learning, and integration of this solution into the infrastructure of the client. LTP is 7 million rubles for 3 years. We cannot show significant traction, and currently we have realized 3 pilot projects, and we have reached 6 million rubles per year profit. Next year, we'll organize system sales and client support. We will attract 10 clients with average ticket 2 million rubles, and we'll come to revenue 20 million rubles a year, and will become profitable. Our team currently is very competent. We have closed all the topics related with the development, data science, and management, while in the nearest future we plan to attract specialists in marketing and sales. Dear colleagues, thank you very much for your attention. I will gladly answer your questions and listen to your feedback. Ivan, thank you. Thank you very much. You have solved one main objective. You did it within given time. So, separate thanks to you for that. Dear colleagues, I would like to ask, we don't want to stop, we want to move on. So, Tatiana, can I give floor to you? 2 minutes, as we have agreed. Yes, thank you very much. It was very interesting to listen to previous presentation, and it would be even more to understand who do you sell inside of your company. You sell solution, whether it's the sales department, client, operational team, because you have mentioned that by reducing the problem with the search on site, you solve some problems. This is one objective. And how is it related with a search or with something else? If it's the reduction of employee times, by providing time, you reduce some costs for them. This is one version. And if this is a solution which is not used with chat, that's another version. So which metrics are being looked upon by your clients? What is important to them? And when they make a decision to work with you, and how they continue to cooperate with solutions like yours, which KPIs have been fulfilled and which not. So can you give us more detail about the business case? And on the basis of this, we should understand which clients will continue subscription to your service and which will not. Also, it's interesting to understand who do they compare you with on the basis of specific problem. For example, if this is a problem of searching, these are mostly chatbots, consulting windows, some additional tools for the improvement of tech support. What other tools to solve the same problem are available? Maybe they're not directly related to neurolinguistic services. But we have to understand what influences business metrics when they select solutions like that, what they're looking at, who do they compare you with. So this part is very important. That would be very interesting to understand. Thank you very much. Ivan, we don't have answers to the questions of experts, so I think there were two interesting takeaways from Tatiana: KPIs of business clients, and also please look at substitutes, not only direct competitors that you have shown, but clients very often will compare you with human resources as well. Maybe it's very cheap for them. Alexander, may you? Yes, I would like to begin with the feedback. I've seen a very interesting technology, but I didn't see a business model. And the business model that was presented to us, well, target market in Russia is very small. For such niche, 4 billion is nothing. And I've seen on your picture 12 competitors. Out of them, 4 competitors are your potential largest clients, Yandex, Sber, etc. And if you want to build venture story, well, in these technological stories, either you're going to build a big company, or your target market will be overtaken by a company with $100 million revenue, and at a certain moment of time, its technology will become so dominating that you will not be able to compete with it, even notwithstanding the fact that you will go to Russian registry or the state will protect you otherwise. So you should go to other markets. Yes, it's dangerous to go to United States. There's Latin America, there's Eastern Europe, Africa. Please find your markets where you can build a company with a revenue of tens of millions of dollars, because otherwise you will be kicked away from the market, and these plans for 20 million rubles, you will not be able to finance your further developments. And this technology is scientifically intensive. That's why it has to be invested into. And last but not least, you have to develop marketing and sales having such factors. Investors will not be able to invest into you because they also have their own investment model, which is not going to calculate. So, thank you, Alexander. Thank you. Great advice. There is nothing to be added to it, basically speaking. We often say things like that to other companies. So, Pavel. It's very simple for me to speak because I already heard. I'm joining to the fact that traction is very important. Also, I paid attention that on your slide you have the plan for the Q1 next year attracting grant 5 million rubles. Intuition tells me that you mean our foundation, because I've seen that you already been supported by our foundation and you have the stage number 3. That's why the conclusion is a very simple one. If you went through the stage number 1, it means that idea is very original, interesting. If you went through the stage 2, you found investor who is interested in this, and stage number 3 is this traction. You will need sales, and we are expecting that you should go from grant to commercial rails. That's why, as you say, you compare yourself to competitors, well-known CRT, nanosemantics. You have to understand your competitive advantages much clearer. What's going to make you different? What's going to be your stand away from them? Which markets are your target markets? It's too early to speak about system integrators on the slide, but we want to hear something specifics. Do you have agreements with anybody, anyone? So I wish you success, but in the development of your business. Thank you, thank you. It's time to fly, time to fly. Vadim. Konstantin, thank you very much. On my behalf, I would like to say that, to my point of view, it's a wonderful project, great use case for the technology of artificial intelligence. They are truly available here, and market today is very hot. So what I would like to say, as our colleagues previously have mentioned, on this market, we have very serious competitors. And looking at the market overview, I've seen that company sees as one of the competitive advantages wide universality of this solution. So this is an arguable topic. You have to precisely understand where this universality gives you advantage comparison to big players like Abbey or Naumain, because they have very wide portfolio of solutions. So where is your universality? So we need to clear this up. And yet another topic. If you are planning to receive grants in the future, and its main usage is R&D activities, so when you will prepare an application, my advice to you, please clear out which R&D directions are important for you, because the state doesn't want to give money to such technical solutions which already have been realized by anybody else previously. The grant committee jury will have to understand what is the difference between your technology and how it's going to be better than other solutions on the market. So more precise algorithm or another neural network architecture is planned by you, or something else. So these things would be very important.